Hey guys, Matt here. Today I'm back with Bailey once again from his horror Discord.
Hey everyone.
Today we're going to be finishing season 1 of Magia Record in this episode of Anime vs. Reality. I
Which
honestly
is the
forget what number
spin-off of
episode we're
Magic
on at this
Record.
point.
You what?
I honestly forget which number episode we're on.
Um, nine.
What? No, I meant the
Episode
podcast.
9.
I meant the
Oh, the
podcast,
podcast,
not the
yeah.
anime. And we're on episode 10, not 9.
Yeah, I had no idea either.
Yeah, because we had the whole Higurashi incident.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's get into episode number 10 of Magia Record, the spin-off of Madoka Magica. And our episode starts with Sana laying on the grass with a doll. And when she gets up, she's like, she sees two adults by a house.
Yeah, you can see like the
We don't
faces
really
are
know
kind
if
of blocked out.
they're her parents or not. But like she does run towards them, which probably indicates that they are her parents in some way, or like they know her somehow.
Unless it's like, oh hey Sana, look, free candy. Okay.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Anyway, while she's running, she trips and breaks the doll she was holding, and the world goes dark. We cut back to where the previous episode left off, and I has a dagger in her chest, like AI. her last words to Sana are, "Let's go to the outside world." And then she disappears like a force ghost. Like, really, you gonna bring Star Wars into this?
The good Star Wars, not the shit one like Disney.
Not the not the anime one.
Vision, Clone Wars is good.
No, there's an actual anime one.
Oh,
It's
no,
not
no, I
Clone
haven't
Wars.
seen that. Visions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
It's like how there's like you got Ninja Batman. There's an Iron Man anime out there.
Yeah.
Honestly, if anyone ever wants to see me, like, see us or me cover those, put it in the comments below. Anyway, so the endless solitude begins to break and fall apart. Not about. And Sana and Raha are brought back to the real world. Like they were caught like mid-air basically, and now they
they were like, because when you jump into the endless solitude, it's kind of like a portal thing, wouldn't you say? Like a little circle hovering above the city. It wouldn't circle,
well,
but it's like kind of like an alternate dimension, you know?
Yeah. It's like she fell into the back rooms.
Yeah.
That's actually like a perfect way of describing any domain in this. It's basically like a level of the back rooms, except much more crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sana and Raha are brought back to the real world, and they're both like left falling from the sky. And Raha grabs Sana's hand. And the buildings in the real world have no lights on. And like the moment that she does, they turn back on.
Yeah. Because if you look back, there's no lights. But when Iroha grabs Sana's hand, the lights start turning back on.
Almost like it's like, oh, she's back in reality sort of stuff.
I guess you can say that.
Like,
yes, and in the what?
It's like with from Gakugarashi, the pink-haired girl, how she had her delusions.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. In the distance, Alina Gray is not really happy with what's happened. Although, was it like whose fault is it in the first place that AI went down?
Because Aya told Sana
To kill her.
because Alicia infected the AI with her paint,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm gonna be corrupted. I need you to kill me, Sana, so you can go and live a good life in the real world with your friends. So she stabbed her. Iraha's friends find the entrance to and exit to the endless souls,
No,
and
I think what actually happened
some
was like the solitude just disappeared.
yeah, the endless souls. Well, basically, they arrived up top on top of the building, and
After a
someone,
magnet gets activated.
yeah, and someone, Alicia, decides to push a red button, causing the magnetic mode of the satellite dish to go into max power.
Why would you have it set at max power immediately?
Yeah, I don't know, because the plot demands it.
Well, hey,
So
at least it saved Aroha and Sana.
yeah,
So there's that.
yeah. The two other girls, the twins, I'm just forgetting their name.
Tsukasa and Kuya.
Amidi, yeah. They are shocked at how Iroha's friends knew where the entrance to the Endless Soul is. The
Solitude,
satellite
yeah.
dish go, yeah. The satellite dish starts going haywire and starts chucking fallen debris. Sana and Iroha, it also throws Sana and
Yeah, because
Iroha
they're.
around.
No, it's getting pulled towards the magnet, but they just
Yeah,
happen to land on some items that are getting pulled towards the magnet.
yeah. Alicia Gray uses a green cube that looks like jelly and somehow brings her to the building where Iroha's friends are, because I think she threw it on the metal stuff and the metal stuff was being brought to the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Iroha and Sana are also taken there. The twins are upset that Uwasawa and antennas the Uwasawa and antennas are destroyed. Yachio checks on
Yuasa.
Iroha, who's yeah. Sorry, what?
That's how you pronounce it. It's Yuasa.
Sirasa.
Yuasa.
Sirasa. Yuasa. Okay. Yachio checks on Iroha, who is fine, but Sana is unconscious. Alicia Gray is not happy that her rearing cage is ruined and uses her maggots to attack the girls. She
Isn't it
says for
Magius?
which what?
Isn't it supposed to be
Mag
Magius?
Magius, yeah.
Or are you trying to say magic?
Magius, I meant to say.
Okay.
She says the witch is unhappy too. Apparently the twins were raising a witch within the Uwasa, using human emotions, impurity, and curses to do so. Felicia is trying to attack Alicia Gray head-on, but keeps getting put on the defensive. So she summons a fire cyclone, which angers Alicia, as it's
I,
only okay for an artist to break a work of art.
I wasn't it Saruno that produces fire?
No, Felicia is the girl with the mallet, right?
Yeah, but Saruno is the one that's known for the fire.
I swear it was Felicia.
No, remember we talked about how ridiculous Saruno's fan flames are?
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, my bad, people, my mistake.
Like, Felicia does have the potential to produce a fire cyclone if she comes in contact with someone else, I think, to power up.
Maybe it might have been her.
But I'm pretty
Anyway,
sure it'd be Saruno that would be making a fire cyclone.
well, whoever it was, Alicia says their body must be fed to the witch. Before it can happen, Alicia's hat is shot off by a woman named Mammy, sorry, not Mommy, who is not happy with Alicia. Mammy orders T1 and T2 to use the spare cube they have to capture the witch. which they do. Yachio and Mafuyu see each other, and it went about as well as you'd expect.
Yeah, she just loves to teleport away. Anyway, Alicia Gray says she doesn't like to interfere, so she leaves Mummy, who is then approached by the girls. Felicia sees the pendant around Mummy's shirt collar and realizes she's with the wings of Magius. Mummy says it's all for the sake of salvation, and how the wings of Magius is searching for a way that won't involve sacrifices, and how they try to stop a witch or a Yuaza when they go berserk. Mummy leaves with Mafu, T1 and T2 in a flash of bubbly light, and after they go, Sana wakes up and it's like, Sana's probably just like, what happened? And
Am I still in the Matrix? Is what Sana's thinking.
anyway, a news report that we switched scenes to a news report claiming that the damage of the Kamahami Tower was due to a large-scale electromagnetic wave from the clouds over the heliport. Excuse me. What?
Those are their words, not mine.
And this has resulted in major power outages in the show ward. Like, I want to call BS right here. Because there would be at least one person that would have recorded a giant magnet.
Yeah.
And,
Unless the magnet took away their phones, like
no, but you
pop
have
them up.
tech that doesn't require electricity or metal to take photos. I wonder how many pacemakers got ripped out of old people's chests. Oh, that's dark, isn't it?
You can do that actually in Splinter Cell Double Agents. One of the guy has a peacemaker, and if you use the part of the gun that
No,
takes
a
down electric
pacemaker.
impulses, yeah, pacemaker. This guy has a pacemaker. Sorry, and you can use your goggles to scan for electric
Inside a
signals.
person.
Yeah, and just like in a building in general, and you also have the ability to disable those electric signals, so you can turn off the guy's pacemaker.
Ho.
Yeah. All right,
Just
where were we?
imagine though, it's like a strong electromagnetic wave just rips it out of your chest.
I wonder if you had any copper in your teeth.
Either that, or the person gets pulled along with it, and then when it gets set off, just falls to their death.
What if you had braces on?
Oh no! Oh, it'd so hurt your teeth.
Yeah, that rip out your teeth like dentures.
Ooh,
Or,
ooh.
your dentures would still be in, or your teeth would still be in, but you're just flinging around in a circle like, whoa,
You're just like,
whoa.
what is going on?
Yeah, like a dog when you're trying to get the ball of them and they won't let go. For the time being, things seem to go back to normal as a magical girl can hope for. Sana is still upset even after getting a cat mug. She ends up wandering the streets until she comes across a big gated house and enters it. I gotta be honest, I have no idea what's happening. It was kind of like looking at the LSD.
I think it is hers.
Yeah, we see a family, presumably hers, in flashbacks. Then she's walking down a street, hearing voices call out people's names as their windows light up. Sana hears Iroha call her name and starts running. She makes it back to Iroha and the others and tells them she will cook next week, even though she only knows a little cooking, because I think it was Felicia. Felicia said, "I know how to cook." It's
Yeah.
like, and then Sana's like,
I
"I can
like the
cook too."
detail of like all these households are calling like the parents calling the kids in, and then it like
Yeah.
gets matched by Iroha calling out Susanna. It's like
Yeah.
it's like she's like hearing all these other names, not hers, and she's starting to feel lonely. And then she hears hers,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, there is someone that cares about me.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
Alright, and that's the end of episode 10.
Moving
We are
on to
now on
11.
Yeah.
We get shown a sign that says the Koto Music Club. And the students learning to play some kind of guitar instrument. And one of them looks like she's been sunburnt.
Yeah.
Do you have a photo of this guitar instrument or anything like that I can see?
She's standing on the right next. You can see her on our right, which would be President Akatsuki's left. It's in the very opening.
I like if I had a good image of the thing, I
It's
would.
probably a tan. It's probably a tan, but
No, the instrument I was interested in.
oh, the instrument. Okay.
Um,
I don't think it was a guitar. It was similar to a guitar, but
I can't get onto it from my computer because it's recording right now.
yeah.
Wait, I can. If I go to Discord, it's linked.
All right.
Give me a moment. Where is
All right. The other is the club's president, Akatsuki. We see a photo of the school children on the wall, and one of them has white hair, and the camera focuses on this person the most.
it?
After the school is done, what?
White hair, huh?
Yeah, I think we know who that is. After school is done, the president is walking out, but she quickly hides as she sees Iroha looking all dreary-eyed. Nighttime. I believe this is a flashback. Sana is explaining to our group of heroines that she once heard the name Nemu Hiragi. This piques Iroha's interest, and Sana explains that once in a while the wings of Magius would come to Aya's labyrinth to retrieve a witch. As she was busy jumping with the jellyfish, she only heard about Nemu Hiragi's corporation. This causes our heroines to ponder just what is going on, and Iroha wonders if they could be holding Yui captive too. Felicia's plan is to use black feathers to make them talk, and Iroha remembers seeing everyone. The president, I
Someone.
believe, walking through debris and rubble was someone. I think it was one of the twins. I just don't know which one.
Well,
This
it's the one that she ends up following.
uh, cut to the present day. Tsukuyo does a pathetic attempt to sneak past Iroha, and on a technical level it works, but not really. Because she's using her bag to cover her face. And
I love how it's just
technic,
like, if she can't see me, she won't talk to me.
yeah, that's like that Family Guy logic. Peter covers his eyes. It's like, where'd they go? And he's like, what the deuce? He really disappeared. Oh, I guess he's gone. But yeah, so she's able to walk past Iroha, but Iroha ends up grabbing her hand.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, no, I'm not me. I'm my sister. No, I'm
Yes,
her, not
Tsukasa.
me. Yeah, and Iroha's like,
Yeah,
I don't
right.
believe you. I'm getting answers from you whether you like it or not. I want to know about the wings of Magius. And I'm gonna
She's like, oh,
forget the
I'm not lying my way out of this one.
yeah, and it's like, and besides, will you shut up? It's top secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Iroha
yeah,
has
Ura
questions.
has questions for anime, but she is terrified that it's going to be either torture or interrogation. But it's neither.
Which one are you
It's
hoping
literally
for?
just like, let's just sit down and talk. Because
Yeah.
Oroha is a nice character. We don't want to see a nice character torturing someone.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you could sort of say it's interrogation, but it's like, it's not like intrusive interrogation. Instead,
Yes, you could
the
say
two
that.
just go to a cafe. Sharonell, and discuss.
Oh,
They're like
I
talking
believe
over
it's
some Japanese
pronounced
tea and
Sharonell.
crumpets.
Yes, a lot of people do when they sit down and discuss.
Yeah. Are you saying old people? Or all
Yes.
people?
How old are the girls now? Would you think the actors?
The voice actors, they're definitely like adults. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'd imagine they sit down for tea and crumpets.
Uh, Iraha wants Anae's, who's considered the older sister, help with finding Nemu. I see what you did there.
Yes. I'm
And
glad you did.
yeah, and threatens her quite severely. She's going to tell on her to her friends. And so Anae is like, yeah, let's, okay, you, we can talk, but I want to talk to Cthulhu first.
Which is Mafuyu.
Are you sure that's spelled the right way?
I'm sure.
That's how you wanted to spell it?
Well, you know the damn autocorrect.
Come on, give us the proper pronunciation of that.
Mafuyu.
Cthulhu?
You mean the girl? It's Mafulu.
A Mifuyu, is that what you meant?
Mafuyu. Yeah, it's
That
Mafuyu,
is
but I'm calling her
that is
Cthulhu.
quite the autocorrect.
I know, right?
But give us Cthulhu's actual name.
Oh, Cthulhu, the alien name will
Yeah.
be.
I
Yeah. After,
always love to
all
hear
right.
that.
Yeah. So after the two part ways, Iroha heads home, and Sana has the most super fantastical idea I've ever heard. We know they went and brought bugs in the previous episode, but Sana, get this, Sana wants to buy coasters. And that's how the
Oh
episode
my
ends. It's such
gosh.
a massive, massive cliffhanger. I mean, it was unbelievable. I can't wait to the next one.
Wow. Oh, he is. This one's quite the jokester, isn't he?
Yeah. Jokes aside, that's what they discussed for the entire night. And I kid you not, the next day they're looking for coasters.
I love
It,
how they're doing this
it
stuff.
felt like, is it just me or did it feel like filler a bit?
Hey, nothing's wrong with some filler when you get something interesting out of it, though.
Yeah. Their quest is disturbed when they are accosted by an evil rosebush who steals their coasters, and it's like a witch or
Yeah, yeah,
what
that
do you
is the
call
witch. I forget the name of it. Uh, I'm gonna see if I can find that. The name of that witch. Shouldn't be that hard, right?
Yeah, and to make a long story short, they defeated the monster. Oh yeah, wait, hold on, where was I? Um, oh yeah, so the quest is disturbed when they are accosted by an evil rosebush who steals their coasters, and to make a long story short, they defeat the monster and save the coasters. Now fast forward to where the story is.
Those coasters are so
Iroha thinks,
important, aren't they?
yeah. Iroha thinks one of her friends are at the door, but it's and she is intimidated. And I was putting this, you could feel it in the air, that awkward silence.
Uh,
And then she's like, I'm gonna go make some tea.
was that second time not a mistake?
What?
Ryan
I
Cthulhu?
told you it's that damn auto Autocorrect.
Are you sure it's autocorrect or not?
Oh, I'm quite sure.
Anyway,
Alright.
yeah, Uraho is intimidated by, probably a very dangerous character. You can feel it in the air, the awkward silence
Yeah,
at
especially
first.
that music playing.
Yeah.
Like, not music, but the tone.
Mm-hmm. That awkward, not awkward, awkward.
Awkward!
No, because you missed the W.
Uh, oh,
It's
yeah.
like AWKWARD for some reason.
Yeah.
I do not get
She
why
got.
it has to be spelled like that.
Yeah, I'm always forgetting the first W. Alright, Mifuyu goes to make tea and explains how she used to come to this house all the time 7 years ago. The only reason she came to the house was to visit her old friend Yachio.
Yeah.
She's sure Yachio won't forgive the wings of Magius and explains she's here to talk to Iroha. Mifuyu knows nothing of Yui, but thinks she could be in the wings of the Magius without her knowing. Then talks about Nemu. Mifuyu invites Iroha and her three friends who just got home and are listening through the
No,
window.
no, they were there for a while. They're just like they're all
Yeah,
just
they
at
were
the
there for a
window.
while. Yeah, but I think this
I,
is
I, I
they
appreciate
weren't
like
there for
how
that
she
long,
just
maybe a
like
minute.
opens the blind and they're just there, just looking in. It's like
But you could sneak up on me, did ya? Like level 100 stealth.
anyway, Mifuyu, yeah, she invites them in and to see what liberating the magical girls is all about. And then Yachio gets back. It's like, it's it's not awkward now. It's awkward.
Yeah.
Man, your spelling got worse there somehow.
But what got worse somehow?
Your spelling.
I know, awkward.
AQWARD. It went from one letter off to one letter off and a letter wrong. Impressive.
Yeah, that awkward's a tricky word.
What's the most awkward word to spell?
I forget it, but it has the word Kamehameha in it.
No, it's awkward.
Ah, okay. Like,
That was
I
terrible.
see what you did there.
That was terrible. Anyway, after going to her room, Yachio has a breakdown and sees a monster in the reflection. It's like the idea is like her past is causing her the trauma of actually making new friends.
Yeah.
And like Yachio is like has no intention of like going down memory lane with this monster. Oh no, the memory museum is an actual place. Did they call it the memory museum?
Oh well, that's what Mifuyu did.
Ah, the other girls are planning to go there. uh,
Yeah.
so they don't know where to go, but one of them does know where it is from a rumor, which of course it has to do with a rumor. It's in Sakya.
It's like Skyrim. Have you heard any good rumors lately?
Anyway, it's It's in Sakura Wood, and the rumor goes that it houses all old memories, ones you want to remember and forget. The memories can also influence the viewer, so it can be dangerous. The girls have to run through a downpour to reach the museum, and from the inside, it looks like a normal building with a face, but inside it's full of drawers. The girls need to ascend to reach the top. Momoko is walking in the rain and confronts another magical girl and plans to tell her something. Something that happened a year ago that affects every single magical girl. The episode ends when the girls reach a strange room and are greeted by a woman named Toka. One of the magic.
So those two girls, they were Momoka and Rena.
Ah. Was Rena the one that approached Momoko?
No, it was Momoka approached Rena.
Okay.
And Rena's like, I'm not interested in what you're saying. Alright, and that brings us to episode 12.
Yep.
The episode opens to stormy clouds and rain. Yachio is looking outside the window when a person strums a guitar from behind her. Why does that say card? How do you autocorrect guitar to card? The one with the guitar asks Yachio if she shouldn't go help her friends, while another girl turns over a card with the Grim Reaper on it. She says it's terrible luck, and Yachio gets angry, saying the magical schoolgirls aren't her friends, and she's never going to have any Maya.
I think I know who you're talking about. There was this one character that always did cards, and they were like, she stopped doing it because it started just bring up bad luck constantly.
Yeah. What I find interesting about this, like the first 60 seconds, is it's all in black and white.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's meant to show her state of mind, how bleak things are.
Are we sure?
Or perhaps it means.
Backstory?
Oh, are we sure it's not what?
Backstory?
Yeah, it's it probably is a backstory, and I'm thinking like maybe it's meant to be a metaphor about how she sees the world.
I do remember, like, I think it was in episode 11 how we had, like, Yachio's sort of flashback to a previous friend group she had. And what happened there is they started hating her or something. Like the wish she made made people like leave her alone and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Yachio steps out in the raincoat and plans to track them down. However, because she can't stand by while someone is trying to, like, there's someone out there deceiving magical girls, and she's like, I need to do something about this person. And she manages to track them down using Felicia's phone, the tracker from episode 7, in fact.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Wait, tracker. When was the tracker?
Back in episode 7, Yachio planted a tracker on her. And I think that might be how she's tracking Felicia. Not through a phone. Unless it's exclusive. It shows. Like on Yachio's phone, Felicia's phone, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Toka introduces herself to Iroha. Then Mifuyu appears, telling Iroha to restrain herself in the presence of a Magius. We found out Toka is in charge of both the black and white feathers. Roha asks her about her sister, and Taka tells her that she's full of crazy talk. She has no memories of Yui in the neocortex, hippocampus, or any other part of her mind. Roha is adamant that she has memories of her, Yui, Toka, and Nemu being friends. Obviously, Toka gets irritated and tells Roha that if she keeps pestering her, and Yuasa will carry her off. And Mifuyu gets things back on track as to why the girls are here, and has them listen to a lecture. Toka sets up a classroom and begins to explain the fundamentals of magical girl theory.
Go on.
Back out in the rain, Rena has no interest in listening to Momoko, but Momoko assures her it does, along with every other magical girl. We see a quick flash of a bunny on an umbrella as another person is on the bridge. K2. The lecture rehashes soul gems and how they grant one wish to a girl who becomes a magical girl. We learn that when a soul gem is crushed, the witch will die, and explains what happens to the body. Toka quizzes Sana and Miss Midas, but they both get the answer wrong. I don't really like the fact that we keep switching between Rena and Momoko and like Iroha and the classroom.
Yeah, it'd be better if they focused on one at a time. Like maybe even if it's half an hour for like they split it up into episodes, just like 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, continuously.
Oh, that's a lot of problems with like more modern content. Really, it's like you're constantly switching stuff.
Yeah, that's what I like about Black Ops 2, because that switches to the past and the future, but the difference is it's all connected.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. Like I'm not really a fan of Call of Duty games in the future, but Black Ops, it focused on the past, and then things in the past how it connected to the future, and it's pretty good. And over the years I've come to have a new respect for it.
But yeah, Rena runs up and hugs K2 and telling her not to make her worry about her. And K2 apologizes and tells Rena they'll be together from now on. Together forever. You probably don't know that song.
What song?
It's one that's called Forever Together. It's another Rick Astley song.
No, I don't think so.
and that she needs to listen to Momoko. Aroha and the gang are shocked. How can a magical girl die? Toka explains that when they become magical schoolgirls, the souls are pulled out of their body and become the soul gems themselves. So we're basically getting a nice whole recap of what we learnt in the original anime. The next lesson is part 2 of the first one. You want to say something?
So fun?
Basically, we're getting a recap of Madoka Magica and what we learned.
Oh, yeah.
The girls take the lift with Mifuyu, and she tells the girls that they are in the Memory Museum, and it is here they can explore the memories of other people. It's literally walking a mile in another person's shoes, yeah. Very well put. Uraha begins exploring the memories of Yachio and... Yeah,
we know what happened there.
Her, Rena, K2 are fighting a witch and Kanade ends up dying.
Kanade. Yeah,
or K3.
yeah,
Uh,
that one,
yeah,
the blonde.
another blonde.
Yeah,
Anyway, her soul gem was the Streed.
I just find that funny. You don't really see blondes in Japan, but in anime,
Yeah,
yeah,
fair point. Well, one of them is named Felicia, which is not really a Japanese name.
yeah. She's from what was it, Germany?
Maybe. Do they actually say that she's from Germany in the anime? Because
I
she could
don't
be
think
American.
so. I remember in Infinite Stratos they had one of them was called Charles, and she had yellow hair, and she was from I think Germany.
Yeah, but Felicia could be from America as well.
I don't think she was America. I don't think she was from America.
Well, either way, Japanese is really good. So yeah, Uraha does want to help with the situation, but she can't alter her memory. Just imagine if you could, though.
Yeah, it follows more of Assassin's Creed lore with the Animus. Can't change anything.
Yeah.
Only if there's a glitch, maybe.
And usually in those glitches, you can only follow the story, not really change it.
Yeah, unless you're fighting Anubis in Origins.
Mm.
That's crazy.
It's usually like in the end of those games that you can really change the past, almost.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that was only like for Odyssey. Odyssey, like yeah, was it choice-based game?
Mm. Anyway, Miss Veteran shows up at the museum
That was
and
not Assassin's Creed. That was a disgrace. But I love Greek mythology, so I have a love-hate relationship with it. Now, where were we?
Miss Veteran shows up at the museum and Tucker teases her about being late. Now Joe does again, chases after Aroha in the game.
And she goes on the thing that the gang Iroha and the gang go on is the gondola. That's the name. I just remembered.
Ah.
And Miss Veteran, she jumps up and she just slides down the iron cable.
Just casually does so.
Yeah.
You want to take the next point?
Yeah. We see another memory of Yachio and three other girls. Two of them were in the opening. Mafuyu explains that she and Yachio were both depressed after Kana died, but the members of the Mikazuki village increased and everything went back to normal. In other words, the people of the village were fruitful and multiplied.
Don't you mean villa?
What?
No, not a village. It was a villa. Because
Yes, the villa, sorry.
we're talking
The
about
people of the villa,
Yachio's fate place.
yes, the people of the villa were fruitful and multiplied.
Really?
Yes.
You gotta be that horny, huh?
No, I'm just making a joke.
What, a
Where
rabbit
were
joke?
we? Yeah, sure, let's go for rabbit. The memory then changes, and we see Yachio and the other girls fighting a witch in the Shinzi ward.
Shinsei.
Mel ends up being Shinsei. Mel ends up being greatly hurt, and her soul gem cracks, and an explosion happens, summoning a witch. What happens when a soul gem becomes murky? That magical girl becomes a witch, which means that every witch was at some point a magical girl.
So, how did. Like, there would have to be a witch in the first place, though, for a magical
Yeah, the
girl to be
catalyst.
needed.
Yeah, but to be fair, there could have been multiple magical girls at one point, but then one of them died after a while, and this caused her to become a witch, and the others didn't know this, and so then they wouldn't know how to handle a witch, they keep dying and that creates more witches. At least that's my theory.
Well, in Madoka Magica, we did get that explanation of like girls did become magical girls before they were really witches,
Hmm.
almost, because you don't really see witches until like further on in the history of the world. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Rena and Momoko are trying to forget what happened a year ago, but Mel, the soul gems. Rena ends up alone in a tower and turns into a witch. But it can be reversed, as Mifuyu was a witch who turned back. We learn about doppels and how they were created by Toka, and learn the liberation the Magius offers is from being a witch. That is a sentence.
So what?
Just that sentence of like, and the liberation the Magius
Oh yeah,
offers is
and learn the liberation the
that
Magnus
the Magius
offers
offers
is
from
that
being
Magius offers.
is
I
from
don't
being
know
a
why it
witch,
says the and not that.
and the system Kyubi created. And back at the Rage, Rena is crying because she learnt the truth, and K2 wants her to join the liberation. So, wait, K2
Viva
is
la
part of
liberate.
the part of Magius?
Oh, well, that's what she said. I was just looking at the subtitles.
Okay.
So I'm watching a sub, not a dub.
Yeah.
All right, which brings us to episode 13.
Although Bailey has the
Yeah,
notes for this one.
yeah, 'cause I don't know, I gotta get on them with the internet. It's ridiculous. So, Mafuyu is looking down at the sleeping body of Iroha. She's sleeping, but in her mind she's awake and she's exploring the memory.
Like Inception.
Yeah, and what's her name? Toka.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Iroha, let us liberate you too. Viva la revolution. And Iroha, she doesn't say no, but she doesn't say yes either. She's on the fence still. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
Just then we see Yachio. She comes in and she ends up finding Mitsuyu with Iroha's unconscious body, and she's like, "Look, don't interfere, okay?
You
I'm
don't wake her
showing her
up.
the
You might
truth.
end up killing her.
Yeah, I'm showing her the truth about magical girls." And so, I don't think you can die if you wake them, like if you shake the body, right?
I
I
know,
mean, you
I'm
can kill
making
the
a joke.
body.
I'm making a sleepwalker joke. You
Oh
don't
yeah,
wake a sleepwalker because you could kill
yeah,
them
yeah,
from shock.
yeah. Yeah, and Yachio doesn't think says no, it's not the time. And Mafuyu says it's necessary. Like you're the reason they're here. You abandoned your friends. He's like, why you little snot nose? And she tries to throttle Mafuyu, but Mafuyu uses instant transmission, gets out of there. Then Yachio puts some type of metal ball, I believe it was, on Iroha's soul gem, and it helps wake her up.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but anyways, they're going back on the gondola. That's what it's called. And Iroha explains how she came here with the others, and they have to find them because Mifuyu took them away.
I'm actually trying to remember
And
if I even
Yachi,
watched the last episode. I feel like I.
yeah, I did
No, if I did.
because you didn't.
I don't remember if I did or not. Because
Alright,
I might have not, embarrassingly.
okay. Because Yachio is like, I hope they're still in the memory museum. And it's like, once we make sure they're safe, I'm disbanding the team. And then I
Yeah.
think you know what happened next. It's been happening all the time. The opening.
Wait,
And
this
then
was all
once
before
that's
the opening
done,
of the show?
yeah.
What?
And then
Was
as
that
it's
like
like the
60
last episode,
seconds
that's
or
what I
something?
mentioned. Yeah.
What?
So after,
How did you cram so much into.
yeah. All right. So Yachio is hurrying with Iroha following her behind, and she's like, "Wait, slow down."
Yeah,
And
where's everyone else?
yeah,
Right?
it's like, why are you disbanding the team? Like, if you won't give me a reason, I'm not going to break up with the team. It's like, it's my team. If I'm disbanding it, it doesn't matter if you don't get a say. She's like, you're a thorn in my side. I kid you not, she says that. But we know the real reason she doesn't want a team. So because we learned that she became a magical girl, um her wish was surviving. That she claims it was a selfish wish. I want to survive. How is that selfish?
No, I think she was in an accident.
Yeah,
And she didn't even say her wish. She fought her wish, and QB just made it
yeah.
happen. Against her
And
will, I might add.
and in exchange for it, for some reason, people start dying around her. You know, or they have bad luck and they're gonna die.
Oh.
Then suddenly this giant worm thing comes and it attacks Yachio and it gobbles her up and Iroha's like, no,
And like,
Yachio.
defeats. She just kills it.
Yeah, it's like a fish with scrolls on its back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, now I'm starting to remember stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and then we get a zoom up on the Soul Gem and we get a little I think it's a flashback of Yachio when she's modeling. Like I think this is the
Oh,
past,
yeah,
like
this is
how
what I was
when
talking
she
about,
became a
yeah.
magical girl. Yeah, so she's in the modeling group. Then we see her in the present, and then we get quickly flash back to the past because it's like she's looking at a projector. I don't know. That part was just confusing. Because like we see her in the present, she's looking at a projector of her memories of the past. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So she's looking at that, and suddenly Iraha uses the Arno
Oh,
Dorian's
probably
weapon.
the Yuaza was making her remember stuff.
Yeah. So she manages to break through, gives her a hug. It's like, I've become stronger thanks to all of you. And it's like, I don't care that your wishes become twisted. I'll brush it aside. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get strong so you can see that I'm not gonna die. And so that we can still be friends. I promise you.
Yeah.
Then one of the walls breaks.
I'm gonna
Um,
get out.
they stop, but Iraha is struggling. She's exhausted. And they got
So
and
yeah, like
Yachio hits on
Yacho
her back.
carries her on the back again.
Yeah. So they go down a flight of stairs, and when they do it, Homo, Homoi,
Who?
Tommy, is it?
What?
Here, the blonde girl
Money.
with the hat that uses the gun. Yeah,
Money.
I'm putting the other name. Yeah, Mammy. I put her other name.
Money.
And so yeah, Mommy, no. And he's like, have you've seen the truth? You can join us now. And it's like, no,
No,
no, we're not. Refuse.
it's like
And it's like,
how that old it's like an old cartoon. It's like wanna be a member, wanna be a member. No.
like, never. And so those two get into a fight, and what's it name? Tuma. I believe that was her name. She's
Tuma.
watching Tuma.
Um,
No,
Toka.
Toka. Yeah, what am I saying Tuma for? A Tuma,
What's
a
going
Tuma.
on in your head? You got a tumor up there?
No, I don't know. I have to get checked. and she's like sipping on tea. You know she's smug because she hasn't extended her pinky.
Yeah.
So she's like, you didn't join us. I gave you every chance. Now you're gonna die. And so
Oh
just
well.
her, Yachi and Yami begin fighting, and you think it's like, oh my god, this is it. Yachio is gonna die. Suddenly a fire extinguisher explodes,
Because of
and
Yashio throwing a fire extinguisher and piercing it with her spear, right?
no, it wasn't Yachio. It was
Or was it
what's her
Madoka?
name? Um, because I don't know her name. I couldn't remember it.
What color?
Started with an It started with an M. I know that.
Momoko.
No, not Momoko. She had. Hold on. I remember she had a distinct outfit on.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
Madoka.
But anyway.
That's like the only other character I know that starts with
Alright.
M.
Okay. Well, after
Was it like
that,
pink?
yeah,
Yeah, then it was Madoka.
Madoka. Okay. And Mami's and Madoka end up talking, and she's like, "Where's Kaname? Is she here too?" And it's
Kaname.
like,
Kaname. I heard that name before
yeah,
as well. Don't remember
and
her.
she's like, I have to call Kaname to Kamihame City. If they come, the magical girls will be saved. And Mami's just like hyperventilating. She's like, there was nothing, and it's like her hope has been shattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then suddenly, it's like this. She spawns like I don't know, 20 guns. No, not 20, like 100 guns.
Yeah, she's like a giant wall of guns, all
Yeah, and
floating in
then
the air.
her name's eluding me again.
Mummy.
She gets yeah, Mummy. Um, she stays back to fight while Yachio she's still carrying Iroha, and she's also got to block the swords. And then this bitch just I'm sorry, but God, she's got those little rifles, and then she pulls out like a friggin' big ass revolver.
Yeah, that's her Terra Finale.
Yeah,
It's like the French word final.
yeah, it was full on. And suddenly
Like, I
Toka
think
checks
it's
the
like
clock.
Madoka and Sawada are there. The
What?
music girl that used to wish on
What about
the
the?
violinist.
What about the?
I think she's also there. And maybe Homura as
Okay.
well.
Toka takes a look at her clock and it's like, I gotta go. And she leaves the fight. And well, what's her name? I
Mum.
keep getting that
Uh,
girl's name for swords. She's falling on the backhand. She's losing to Mummy because she has to stay on the defense because Mummy keeps shooting,
so yeah,
and she's got to use the sword
Sawada
to
is the
deflect.
one with the swords.
Yeah.
Because, Sawada's the one with the swords because that's the only character I know from the original that has that weapon.
Okay. And then what's it called? Iroha ends up I don't know what it is. She's wrapped in bandages. I don't know the name for it. Like she's kind of like part monster, like part witch.
Mummy, part
No,
mummy.
Iroha. Iroha.
Yeah, part mummy, as in Mummy.
Ah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
mummy, part mummy.
not mummy.
Yeah, and then yeah, and then Yachio ends up doing it too. And she becomes this. She's like, I can use a doppels. That's what they're called, doppels.
Doubles, oh yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, I can use a doppel too. And they remind me of this manga. where these astronauts go to Mars and these cockroaches that they look like they've taken the
Terraformers, yeah,
cap, yeah, and then like the humans inject themselves with insect blood
yeah.
and just become insects, yeah.
But don't they
So
die when they do that though?
it depends how much they use.
I need to turn my light on
Okay,
quickly.
alright. So Toka's in the car. She's getting a lift. I think is it a witch that's driving the car? I don't know. It doesn't look human.
No, I think it might have been a person.
Yeah. And it's like we should be able to create uwasa that are more efficient at collecting emotional energy,
Mm-hmm.
which will help with the liberation of the magical girls.
And
And
is that the end of the episode?
no, it still goes. So the fight's still continuing. It's I know it switches back and forth. It's
It
3-on-1 now
yeah.
against Mami.
It's like Mummy versus
Yeah, yeah,
Madoka and like Iraha and Yashiro.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
So
at this point it gets confusing because the I know the at this point the original characters do show up,
yeah, and
but it's
so
like are they in this fight or not? I don't know.
no, I don't think so. I know Yachio uses her tail to fling Mami away, and she goes to check on Iroha, and Iroha's got this weird face on her, you know, like the mask.
Yeah,
That when she was looking at the mirror, she's like, "What? Oh no, I'm fine." And the mummy stuff goes away, and
yeah.
um,
They both
and
like
Yachio's like,
recover from using their doppel.
"Yeah, it's like this is the power of the doppel. You have to be careful." Afterwards, they uh, getting tongue-tied. Afterwards, Toka, she addresses these people. I don't know why she's got an umbrella when it's completely foggy, but she's like magical girls who once embraced hope. Like, what did you wish for? Tell me. I want to know. And then
It's sort
it's
of like
basically just
the king in Wish.
oh yeah.
That
And
was a
so
terrible movie when I
she's
went and saw that.
rallying the people to her cause while at the same time the fight with Mammy is happening. And she's like, soul gems will no longer become. It's like Magius will give you a future with the doppel system I created, so you'll never become a witch. You will become Magius. You, it's
Oh
like you
yeah,
all the
it's
magic
like a
girls.
massive crowd of people there just to
Yeah,
listen
with
to
what
her.
he's on. Yeah,
And like, isn't Momoko in like all those?
yeah. A few of the friends are there. I think that's what you were thinking of.
Yeah, Momoko, Rena, and K2 are there, aren't they?
Yeah, and you can see them there disguised in the hoods. And you see
Yeah.
Alicia Gray's up there. She's smiling that she lets off a yawn, like, I'm done. And
Don't they
so,
recognize someone while there?
yeah, they do. What's her name? The name is eluding me. Because one of them, the one they recognize, isn't even wearing clothes. I mean, isn't
What?
even wearing robes. Robes, not clothes. I meant
I was about to
robes.
be like, did we have some nudity in this anime? Like we had in the original?
Yeah, yeah, she's just got the hoodie on.
Just let it all hang
And
out?
then Iraha, poor Iraha, she ends up being dragged down with
Yeah,
with
sure.
Mami.
Oh, mommy.
Yeah, she's like, Yashio, you have to let me go, and Yashio's like, no. And then Iraha gets pulled down,
Oh, yeah,
and
isn't.
Yashio's
Oh,
like,
that's right. She falls down a massive hole, doesn't she?
yeah, she gets pulled down.
That's what I
Yeah,
remember the most. For some reason, I thought there was
Yeah.
a tree in that situation, but I think that's season 2 stuff.
And then the girl whose name I keep forgetting grabs Yachio, and they quickly escape the building.
If you gave me a description of the characters in the situation, I would be able to tell you the characters.
I should focus on descriptions more, huh?
Well, let's just wrap this one up soon, right?
Oh, I'm nearly done. So, Alicia Gray, she's standing out on a balcony. She's smiling. She's looking up at the moon, and she's got this weird look on her face. And she's just like, I hope it comes soon. What? The
What is coming
Walpurgis
soon?
Night. The Walpurgis Night.
Oh my gosh, the Walpurgis Night, as in from the original anime.
Well, that's what I haven't seen the original anime, so I wouldn't
No, we
know, but that's
saw
what she
it.
says.
We saw it. We saw Madoka Magica. We covered it.
Oh, sorry. When you said manga, I was thinking manga, not
No, I
anime.
said anime.
I thought you said manga. I was like, I haven't seen the manga. But yeah, Walpurgis is returning, and who knows what he's gonna do,
Or she.
or it.
Usually
It could
it's...
be an alien.
Yeah. Usually when you're calling it a witch, it's usually female, though.
Yeah, but it's not a witch. It's a knight.
No, Walpurgis Night is the name of the witch.
Oh, okay.
Is that it for season 1?
Yeah, unless you want to continue with season 2.
We don't have anything for season 2, mainly.
I know. That's good.
Anyways, with that finished, we're going to be moving on to season 2 in the next episode, which will be 2 weeks from now. Don't forget to subscribe to both of Bailey's channels and also both of my channels for you guys to check out. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so the next video comes out. A ding, a ding, ding, a ding.
Dong, 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 dong.
Why do you always do that, Bailey?
Isn't that my thing I do, or
If you
why, you
want,
want me to change
if
it?
you want me to get copyright, yes.
It's not copyright if it's under 5 seconds.
Okay. I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.
Alright, see you everyone.